Good evening, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us and spending a little bit of your time with us this evening. My name is Sonia Magruder. I'm a 5-star crown with Purium. You'll find out what the heck that means a little bit later in this presentation. We'll go into some of those things, details. I've been with the company for 12 years, and it has been an absolutely incredible journey and a blessing for my husband, Doug, and I. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the whole life transformation that Purium offers, which is health and wealth. So you'll learn about this company that's been around for over 20 years and who the owners are, why it's the best nutrition solution for our country and our world that we're in, and especially for the health problem that all the health problems that we see today. You will also hear firsthand from Purium brand partners who have had incredible success, not only with their health, with the products, but also with this business. And their lives have been completely transformed by this business. So that's going to be a real treat for you to hear from them. More importantly, this is about you. You will hear how this can help you start your own business with Purium and how easy it is, and how you can have a transformation, not only for your health, but also for financial freedom. So let's talk a little bit about the problem that we have today. Unfortunately, I can probably say that we all know someone who has had cancer, diabetes, autoimmune diseases, heart disease, hypertension, and many other diseases, many of which are lifestyle diseases. And a big part of the problem is the food that people are consuming that's made in labs, like you see here in this picture, food that's made in labs that are designed to become addictive. And our bodies are constantly being bombarded with toxins, many of which are coming from these foods. So you're going to hear a little bit more of that. And we call these frankenfoods because they're food-like substances. They're not real whole food. So the problem is these processed foods, ultra processed foods. People have busy lifestyles which enable them to make these compromises of convenience, unfortunately. That's why we see this as such a prevalent problem, drive-throughs, grabbing gas station food, because they're so busy and making these poor choices, which again result in not feeling good, not sleeping well, having low energy, having brain fog, digestive issues, and even worse. A lot of these foods and the chemicals and the ingredients that are in them are linked to serious lifestyle diseases like diabetes, leaky gut, cardiovascular disease, hypertension, and they're laden with so many chemicals, sugars, oils, processed oils, glyphosate, dyes, artificial sweeteners, carcinogenic ingredients that somehow are allowed to be in there and are linked to these diseases. One of those, glyphosate, is a big culprit. It's in so many of the foods that people are consuming. And what it is basically is the toxic chemical, the main chemical that's in Roundup weed killer. And Roundup weed killer is sprayed on crops that ultimately become the food that people are eating. Glyphosate was originally patented as a mineral descaler. So it strips the soil of minerals as well as our bodies. Then it was patented as an antibiotic. Now imagine this is in the food you're eating. It's in the air, it's in the water, it's insidious. It's impossible to avoid, unfortunately. But imagine that patented as an antibiotic. What happens when we take an antibiotic? What does it do to our gut microbiome? We know what it does. It kind of kills everything, including the good gut bacteria. So it's very toxic and very disruptive to our gut, and it has been also linked to serious diseases like leaky gut, autoimmune disease, and cancer, non-Hodgkin's lymphoma. So why is gut health so important? Why do we want to nurture and take care of our gut microbiome? Well, 70% of our immune system is in our gut. 90 to 95% of serotonin is made in our gut. So it affects our mood. It can cause anxiety, low mood, depression. And if our gut is compromised, especially from leaky gut, we can't absorb nutrients. So now we're going to talk about the solution. We've talked about the problem, but fortunately there is a solution. And I'm going to invite my friend Melissa on, and she's going to quickly share what the Purium solution is to all this.
Thanks, Sonia. So the Purium solution is this really simple nutrition reset. What is great about the reset is it includes the gut support that's clinically proven to remove glyphosate from our body and then repair the damage that was done. This is part of this nutrition program that so many of us are so passionate about. The gut support, the protein, the delicious power shake, and a gentle parasite cleanse. This nutrition program is giving you 2 meals per day for only $12 per day. This meal replacement is about 37 grams of protein. You're doing that twice a day. You have your cherry juice before bed, and then there's a very gentle parasite cleanse in the first month. We love this nutrition program because it simplifies our life. It saves us money on groceries, and it allows us to have this business opportunity complimentary if we choose to jump on board.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for that very concise synopsis of this Ultimate Lifestyle Transformation 90-day program. People feel so good when they're on this program for all the reasons that Melissa mentioned. It's detoxing glyphosate out of the body, proven in a human study. It has also, the Biomedic has lowered CRP levels in a human study by 75% in 6 weeks. CRP is C-reactive protein. That's an inflammatory marker. Healthy fats, super greens, high quality protein. It really has everything. And as our friend Nicole always says, it's a one-stop shop that we absolutely love. And let's face it, there's no shortage of people who want to release some extra weight, especially this time of year, would like to have more energy, sleep better, get rid of bloating, lift the brain fog, have sharper mental focus. And this program checks off every single one of those boxes. So let's talk a little bit about who's behind this company and these products. The people behind the company are Dave Sandoval and Amy Venner, and they have been manufacturing organic whole food superfoods since 1993. They actually were manufacturing organic foods before there was even a USDA certified organic label. They're located in California, so the products are manufactured in the US, in California. They are very mission driven, and their mission is to help people get off of these frankenfoods that are so toxic and so harmful that we've been talking about, and give them an option of real nutrition that's affordable, accessible, and convenient, because convenience is usually the rub and why people are eating those fast grab and go foods. They partnered with farmers who use regenerative farming practices all over the world and have really created this trusted superfood community. So let's talk about each of them. Amy Venner. Amy is amazing. She's the CEO and she runs the day-to-day operations of the company. She's co-founder, co-owner. She's a mom of 2 teenage girls. She had a personal health journey that really helped her see the importance of real nutrition, again, that's convenient, accessible, and affordable. And that's what got her on this path. Dave Sandoval, he is the formulator. He's brilliant. He was mentored by giants in the holistic health world like Ann Wigmore, Dr. Bernard Jensen, and others. A personal experience of Dave losing a very close loved one to a lifestyle disease is what inspired him to get on this mission. Now, here's something that's very unique. Purium is the manufacturer. Most companies, supplements, when you look at the bottle, when you get off this Zoom today, go pick up a supplement bottle that you have maybe in your cabinet. And where it says manufactured, it's probably going to say manufactured for whatever the name of the company is. When you look at Purium's products, it says manufactured by. Why is that important? Well, they have control, Dave and Amy have control over every step of the process. In fact, their testing standards and everything they do to ensure quality and purity of these products goes beyond what's required by government regulations. They go the extra mile. And their high integrity is infused into every aspect of these products and this company. Now, I'll give you an example. And Melissa and I and Nicole and Dr. Ian, who you'll meet a little bit, we've all been in the manufacturing facility. I believe Elise has as well. And when you take that tour, it's really very, very impressive and pretty mind-blowing. So one of the things that really impressed me is that when the truck comes with the ingredients, they go out and they inspect the truck. The Purium people go out and inspect the truck. And if they see any dirt in there, if they see any mold, any bugs, Those ingredients are rejected. They're not even allowed in the facility. Even if they're wrapped up in bags and they're boxed, they are rejected. That's how meticulous they are about everything that they do. You know that saying, how you do anything is how you do everything? That's Dave and Amy. And this is my husband and I, Doug and I. We were at the Purium manufacturing facility a couple months ago, along with many of our friends here tonight. They have a trip called the Diamond Club that you can earn when you get to the first leadership rank. And it's absolutely wonderful. You get FaceTime up close and personal with the owners, trainings, and then you get to tour that manufacturing facility, which is always such a highlight for everyone. We witnessed it. We've been through it about 7 times over the years and never get tired of it. It was so exciting to see the products being made and learn about their processes. So bottom line is, what makes us different? All these things here. Purium's good for your body, certified organic, proven glyphosate solution. There's never any binders, fillers, or anything artificial. It's convenient, it's affordable, the value's incredible, and we have rigorous in-house and third-party testing. Another thing that makes us different, very unique aspect of Purium, is that a few years ago, Dave and Amy decided to transition to being a plastic-free company. All but one product at this point, 64 out of 65 products, are in biodegradable, compostable packaging. As a result of making this change a handful of years ago, they have prevented 300,000 pounds of plastic from entering the environment. And I was blown away to find out that that is equivalent to approximately 10 million plastic water bottles. Can you imagine that? That's how much plastic they have prevented from going into the environment. So now we're going to meet Dr. Ian. He's a good friend of ours. He's a professor of biochemical engineering. He's amazing, brainiac. He's a holistic health professional, husband and father of 3, and he's been using these products with his clients and his family. So Ian, welcome. Love to hear your perspective on what this has done for you, your family, and your clients.
Thank you so much, Sonia. So for my clients, I think the most important thing has been a significant nutrition gap. A lot of people who know me, there's 2 routes to getting better on any type of health journey. You got to do a detox, but you got to nourish the body. Before Purium, I knew how to do the detox, but I wasn't able to provide the convenience of a nutrition program that I trusted. So Purium really, really filled that gap for me. In terms of me as a business, it's allowed me to expand my income in the Purium, allowing me to take off the stress of having to find clients, service clients. Being client-based is very stressful because sometimes you have great months, sometimes you don't. So it's really provided a very, very stable income. In terms of my family, I mean, I have 3 kids. Inflation is pretty crazy. I have a child with special needs. It requires money. I'm not only doing this to just be successful in the holistic health, I'm a father and a provider. So Pyramids really hit something personally and being able to provide me with an income to provide for my family, provide me more freedom in my business, being less client heavy and more advocating for health and promoting it, as well as fitting in a really significant gap in helping my clients is the nutrition gap.
Thank you so much, Dr. Ian. We appreciate your perspective on this. And these are just some of the pictures from some of your clients and our clients and Nicole's clients, your wife, Nicole, where these are really dramatic, but very common results that we see because of the focus on gut health and the mineral balance that this provides and hormone balance. And then these are just a few more. These are just the flood of text messages that come in of what this has done for so many people. So thank you again, Ian. So why a Purium superfood business? Well, Ian just gave some great reasons for getting into the business part of this, especially with himself as a health practitioner. If you look up top recession-proof business categories, you'll find that food and health are at the top of the list. Food is a necessity, so obviously that's there, and anything health related. And Purium is a perfect marriage of both. Health is also more top of mind than ever these days with people. And extra income to offset inflation, like Ian mentioned, who doesn't need that? And this is completely location independent. I also think it's super important to have a plan B in place before you need it, before the unexpected happens and something comes in at you out of left field and you have to scramble to make up that income. This is something you can build on the side in very part-time hours in addition to whatever else you're doing. Diversifying your income is important, not keeping all your eggs in one basket. I have a friend who worked for a corporation for 40 years, and out of left field, she was completely blindsided, was let go after 40 years of loyal service. So you never know when something might happen, or maybe you just want to have time, additional time to enjoy the things that are important to you, to travel, to do more for your family. And last but not least, consumable products are where it's at. Consumable products are what gets you residual income. These products deliver. I have customers who've been ordering these products every single month since 2013 because the products work. And this is a company with a solid 20-year track record of success and stability. Dave and Amy are very committed to this business model. They're not going anywhere. So here we have Justin and Melissa. You saw Melissa briefly earlier. They're dear friends of Doug and mine, and Justin and Melissa have become, we were total strangers when we met, connecting on this business, but they become like family. Melissa is also a 5-star crown in our company, and I'm going to let her and Justin share their story.
Thanks, Sonia. This business, to say it's a dream come true is an understatement, but I don't have bigger or stronger words to express our gratitude and love for what this has provided for us. I'm going to have my husband share his story of what he was doing first before Purium, and then I'll share mine real quick.
So from a guy's perspective, if anybody's heard my story before, or they haven't, I was an electrical contractor for over 25 years. And I say I enjoyed my job, but there was a downside to it. Melissa says I loved it, but I think I enjoyed it because it was hard work. And owning your own business, part of the problem is you don't have a retirement plan, and you also don't really have an exit strategy. I was probably going to work until I was dead, but that was where we were at, and it required a lot of traveling because what I did was I renovated hotels, and so I would be out of town for months sometimes. And as most people know, and I'm probably not speaking to anybody that doesn't know this, you have to hustle. I was working like 12 hours a day and just grinding, but it paid well, but there was no residual aspect to what I was doing. And I was trading hours for dollars. And so since I was doing that, it's a lot tougher to get ahead. And so we've always been open to looking at different investments or different ways to make income. But when I tell you, this answered that tenfold. And when we say there's no ceiling to this business, it's truthfully, it is the truth. It's definitely changed our lives, our families' lives, and so many people. So we started the business 6 years ago. We honestly didn't know what we were doing. I remember when Melissa started, she was always into health and wellness. And I thought, you go, girl. Like, she loved it. So I was here to support her. And 2 years in to Melissa starting, I was able to let go of my electrical business. And now I just support Melissa. And it's been the best thing that's ever happened to us. So basically what I want to say is, if you maybe are hesitant or you're here for the first time hearing this, I would say don't wait. Get back to whoever invited you to this Zoom and just listen to what they say, because kind of like us in the beginning, we were ignorance on fire, and it started as a little side hustle, and it's completely changed our lives. So I am so grateful for Doug and Sonia for seeing that in us and not giving up on us. Thank you, Sonia.
Thanks, Justin. Yes, thank you, Sonia. Thank you, everyone, for your love and support with this business. It truly is teamwork. You don't have to have experience in this. You just have to be coachable, honestly. Before working with Purium, I was doing massage therapy for 20 years, and I did love it, but I didn't love carrying my heavy massage table to their home, up the stairs, down the hallway, doing deep tissue massages back to back. It was also a grind. It was hours for dollars. If I stopped working or if I got injured, I couldn't work. There wasn't a paycheck. If either of us got injured, there was no paycheck. So this changed things for us exponentially. I would say a year into this business, probably less. We got some really bad news about my mom's health. And because of this business, we were able to hop on a plane the next day, not worry about the price of the ticket, fly across the country to Boston from California and be by her side. And we spent quality years by her side. And that was just such a gift that I think every single person on this Zoom deserves. If your family or friend or somebody you love needs you, to just go, not have to ask for time off, not have to wonder if you're going to get a job, have your job back when you get home. So we're so grateful for it. We get to travel all the time. We get to work together. We love finding like-minded people who also are driven and coachable. And the only regret we have is that we didn't learn about this sooner. But I'm so happy that Sonia has found me through Instagram. We're now besties, and so many of my team members have become like family to me as well. And we're so, so grateful for it. So like Justin said, don't walk, run back to the person who introduced you to this, and they'll hold your hand every step of the way. Thanks, Sonia.
Thank you so much, Melissa and Justin. Okay, so Melissa mentioned, you heard Melissa and Justin say hours for dollars, trading time for money. And that's what most people are doing. And that's what we all were doing prior to Purium. It was exchanging our time for a specific finite amount of money, and it was linear. There was no leverage. And what do I mean by leverage? Well, I'm going to show you. So let's say that you can put in maybe 10 hours a week in this business. You have a full-time job, or maybe you have a traditional business, and you can devote about 10 hours a week to this and start talking to people and get some customers, get some brand partners, and you can do that. But now let's say you find some friends, some good friends who are also motivated, who are excited, who want to share this with other people, who love helping people, who are coachable. And they can each also do about 10 hours a week. Most people can carve that out, even with a full-time job. Now you're harnessing not just your own 10 hours, but 60 hours a week of effort. So it's not just your effort alone, but it's also the effort of the collective. And this is truly a win-win situation with Purium. You're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. This is just a small part of our team at one of the Diamond Club events that we mentioned. Dave and Amy are very generous with how they compensate us, because they really are mission driven, as I mentioned earlier, and they really want to get this out to as many people as possible. So they reward the people who are sharing it, rather than paying slotting fees on a shelf in a store, paying extra for eye level shelf space. They reward the people because word of mouth is the most powerful form of advertising. And people who become raving fans of the products can't keep it to themselves. And you'll hear more about that. So how do you earn? How do you start making money with this? Well, again, Dave and Amy, they're so generous. They have put together such a wonderful compensation plan where you can start earning money from day one, right off the bat. There's $3,500 in fast start bonuses on the table that you can make in your first 4 months. And you find other brand partners who are excited and motivated to join you. And if they hit these fast start bonuses, you can get them again. You get matching bonuses. They're called mentorship bonuses. Of course, when you're brand new, the mentoring is going to be coming from your upline support, because again, you're in business for yourself, but not by yourself. So like Melissa said, your hand is held every step of the way. There is so much support and infrastructure to help you be successful in this business. Now, how do you make your money back on your first box? Your first box is $360 of your 90-day program. As Melissa said, it breaks down to about $12 a day, $6 a meal. Truly helps people save money on their grocery bill, on eating out. And you find 3 people in your first 10 days to get the program. Again, no shortage of people who want to feel better and drop some extra weight and sleep better. And your first box is paid for. As simple as that. And we have all the steps and systems in place to help you do that, to help you reach out to your network and exactly what to say to them and how to promote this and present it. Now, this will give you an idea of the long-term potential. I showed you the short term, so you can make money right away in the beginning while you're building your long-term residual income. And you can see what the average earnings per rank are here. And you're going to see some people who are actually at some of these ranks, so it'll give you some context, but there's really no ceiling to it. There's no limit to what you can do here income-wise. Now, we're going to debunk a myth, because sometimes we hear people say in network marketing, Oh, well, it's only the people who got in at the beginning that can succeed. You have to get in on the ground floor, which with Purium, we've been around 20 years. We're not a startup, which is a plus. Stability, track record of success. But we're going to debunk that myth. And we're going to debunk it first with Dr. Randy Michaud. Dr. Randy just joined about the middle of last month. This is his first full month in Purium. He's an amazing holistic health doctor, very well respected in the health and wellness space, holistic health space. He's a husband and father. Welcome, Dr. Randy. We're excited to hear what your experience has been.
Hey, Sonia, thanks for having me. Can you hear me?
Yes.
Okay, great. So it's been exciting for me. I was introduced to this about 2 months ago, started a month and a half ago, and the reason that I joined was because the people I work with are definitely chronically ill. And I do a lot of muscle testing. For those of you that know what that is and don't know, that's a different explanation for a different time. But I found that these products were benefiting the brain in ways that the things that I had been using were not. So it was more effective to help clear out things. And I think that a lot of that was because of the nutrient density, the nutrient richness in the product. And I also think from an energetic level, just being grown in soil that is so healthy without toxicity, and that transference of energy to the body is just incredible. And I feel that that provides a lot of light to the body that our food is not giving us. So for that, that was a huge thing for me to see because I'm all about quality and effectiveness with patients and getting outcomes they need. And then what's been exciting is in that really a month and a half in bonuses, I've gotten $1,500, which has been exciting to me to see that even though this is 20 years old and I'm not at the top, I'm still beginning to diversify the income that I have. And this is another way to have a income stream that does not have any overhead. I mean, essentially no overhead. So it's been fantastic. I've loved it.
Thank you so much, Dr. Randy. Appreciate that. Was just beautiful the way you described that. And yeah, but you have had a traditional business, a clinic, and you know that overhead can be very taxing. It can be very high. And with this, like Dr. Randy said, virtually no overhead. Your overhead is your monthly order. You're going to use the products anyway. It's part of your food. So it's really incredible and such a great different way of looking at things if you're not familiar with this business model. So thank you so much, Dr. Randy. We appreciate
You're
you so
welcome.
much.
Thank you.
Again, he just started and is already having tremendous success. Next, we have my dear friend, Nicole, who is a crown in our company, and she joined May 16, 2024. So again, didn't come in at the beginning. So Nicole is amazing. She's an iridologist, holistic health practitioner, mom of 3. Nicole, welcome, and share a little bit about what this experience has been for you.
It has been the best decision I've ever made in my life. And again, coming into a company, I've left other network marketing companies. Don't even use them anymore. There is so much help coming into this company. Sonia has been there, Melissa, everybody in your upline will be there to support you. And I've never experienced that. But what really got me into this is I started this, and if you follow me, you know, you've already heard about my huge health transformation. I got on these products, and within a month I was like, holy moly, I have to share this with the world, because autoimmune stuff was getting better, things that like literally were only going to be treated with immune suppressants. So seeing that transformation in 30 days, I started sharing it with people. And I, unbeknownst to me, didn't really know much about the bonuses. So I have a special needs child in Florida. School gets out the end of May, so I was brand new to this. And you know, he wanted to go to summer camp. It's $700 a week for a special needs child to go to camp. So my husband and I were like, okay, we'll put some money together. He'll go for 1 week. When I got my bonus mid-June, it was enough to pay for his entire camp. So that opened the door to, there's a lot of potential with this. So fast forward to now, my bonuses in the month are 5 figures, which is amazing. I never even imagined that, but you know, it's given me, I've helped 3 times the amount of people. I've doubled my income. I work half the time. And it's such a good feeling to know that I have this tool to make people like regain their life and their health. And, it's so empowering to have something so simple, so one-stop shop that I can share with people and just literally watch them transform. And I get to do that. I get to be a part of that and part of this beautiful company that feels like a whole extra family that I didn't know I needed. And I love you all that are here. You know that. So I'm just so grateful. It's just been the biggest blessing I never would have expected.
Oh, thank you so much, Nicole, for sharing that. We love you too. You're amazing. And we're so thrilled for everything that's happened to you since you joined the company. Okay, we're going to debunk another myth. But they were health practitioners and I'm not. How? Of course they were successful. How am I going to do this? Well, we're going to debunk that right now. We have our friend Elise Hepapuro. Elise is a red diamond in our company. She's a certified interpreter, not a health practitioner. Welcome, Elise.
Thanks, Sonia. Yeah, so during the pandemic, I was working, it's kind of an unusual job. I was working as a phone relay interpreter. And so, as you can probably imagine, any type of phone call that a person could ever get, I would be the middleman interpreting those. So we're talking 911 calls, emergencies, all kinds of drama, very fast paced, very stressful. And so in my mind, though, I thought, I cannot work any other job that's going to pay this well. I don't have a degree. I don't have any special training, education, but I was kind of low key at the same time. What else is out there? And so I've always been really interested and drawn to holistic health, nutrition. And so there's actually another wellness company that had a product that I really loved. And they had the promise of that if I shared that I could actually replace my job in a relatively short period of time. And I thought that would be amazing. And so I thought, well, why not? And so for a couple of years, I worked really, really hard educating and sharing about that. And I just wasn't really getting anywhere. And so in walks Purium, I was drawn to it specifically for my health. And but as I learned about it, it's one of a kind. There's nothing else like it. I thought I have to share this with at least a handful of people. But I was very hesitant, a little, maybe even a little scarred, because the other endeavor had really just kind of turned into a lot of time. And it wasn't really so. From sharing, it really snowballed. From sharing Purium, it really snowballed because of, as you can see, the quality is unmatched because of the results that people were having relatively quickly. And so it really just kept growing. And by following the systems in place, you absolutely cannot not be successful. So if that makes sense. And so the way that we're paid, how we're paid, what our pay is based on is so completely different than so many other direct sales network marketing companies. And so within 6 months, I not only matched and surpassed my income as an interpreter, but my husband as well. He was able to quit his part-time job as well. And this has part-time been able to support my family fully. So I'm very, very grateful. And it really is the gift that just keeps giving.
Oh, thank you so much, Elise. That's absolutely amazing and beautiful. Okay, so neither was I a health professional when I got into this as well. My prior career was real estate. I was full-time for about 20 years. I was working between 60 and 70 hours a week. I was a caregiver with my mom. She lived with us the last 2 years of her life. My husband was doing in real estate investment business in addition to what I was doing. We had a lot on our plates. We needed to make a change because we knew it was not sustainable the way we were waking up exhausted and just running ourselves ragged. And we had a life-changing product experience with Purium. And what happens when you have a great experience with anything? You tell everyone, especially the people you care about the most, right? So that's what we did. We could not keep this to ourselves. And within a year and a half, I was able to match my full-time multiple six-figure real estate income. We now enjoy leveraged income with true financial freedom rather than trading hours for dollars. And we're able to enjoy our income where I wasn't really able to before because I was like on demand 24/7 with real estate, between real estate and caregiving. So it's been absolutely amazing. And we love being able to pay it forward to our team members who have also become successful. This is a total win-win situation. You help other people become successful, you just become more successful. So I want to just show you now to put it in context. You've heard from some of the people here who are at these certain ranks, and you can see Elise was a red diamond. That's where the arrows are. The first one, that's average annual income. Nicole is a crown, that's average annual there. Again, these are average, some are higher. There's the low, average, and high. And then you saw Melissa and I 5-star crown, what the average annual income is for that. So again, the sky is the limit here. There's no ceiling. It's the effort that you put in. It's not a lottery ticket. There is effort required. But if you love people, if you're coachable, if you're motivated, you have a big why, and you get out there and share this with people and lean on your upline mentor, you can't go wrong. You will be successful. So your question may be, how do I get started? Well, you heard Melissa talk about the 90-day program. You have your own health transformation, get your own package. Your business is free with this. You're getting initially 30 days of superfoods and a free business, and you can start sharing this immediately. So get back to the person who invited you to this Zoom. They'll answer any questions that maybe we didn't cover, and they will be able to help you get started. It's in a matter of minutes, super quick. So we all look forward to seeing all of you back here as part of our Purium family. Thank you, everyone. Thank you to our speakers.